Hey guys, welcome to another one. Another Grover family adventure. It is the middle of December and we are coming up on another late season muzzleloader elk tag. This year hunting with us is Kelly and Pierce, and from our family Braden is the one who drew this tag. And anyway, we're driving into an area that has always produced for us in the past, taking horses, and man, it's looking already like it's going to be a very, very different year than it has been in the past. I'm looking at the temperature gauge right now. It's saying 63 degrees, and shoot, we've been out here hunting when the highs didn't get above freezing and the lows were in the single digits. So yeah, this is going to prove to be a very different hunt than what we've experienced in the past. But still got our fingers crossed and high hopes for a good hunt. This is a meat hunt. We're not looking to be picky. Really, we're looking to just fill tags and fill freezers. So stay tuned for another adventure. Thanks for joining us. Well, good morning. It's about, I don't know, 10:30, 11. We're finally getting out of camp. Got a couple mile ride ahead of us. Got a pack horse with us. We're going to set up some blinds on some known water holes that the elk like to frequent, and we're gonna try the crocodile approach on this trip and sit in ambush, wait for these elk. Last night it got probably down about 20, so the temperature did dip quite a bit, but now that sun's out, man, it is warmed up fast. I bet it's close to 50 right now, and they're saying maybe even mid-60s by this afternoon, so definitely not typical mid-December weather, but should keep the elk thirsty and coming to water. So figure that's our best play, best strategy. With multiple shooters, we can cover multiple spots. We're gonna give it a go. Braden's packing his bow this year. They're on this trip anyway. See if he can get it done with stick and string. Stay tuned for another adventure. So it begins. Theron, you're gonna stay and help your brother?
Yeah. He's too tall.
Good luck to you boys.
Alrighty.
Have fun.
You too.
Alright, well, we got Kelly sitting on a tank, Pierce on another, and Braden and Theron on another. Now I'm going off on my own on Houdini to go pick up a camera on a far tank, and I just found a deer shed. Heck yeah. Oh, a nice one too. Oh, it's pretty chalk. Pretty chalk, but he was pretty tall. What do you think, Houdini? Hey, what do you think of this guy? We're gonna make your load a little bit heavier, okay? All right. some elk. What do you think, big guy? There's one cow up there looking at us, about 150 yards away. Wonder how many's in her group. She's not sure what we are. Morning, day 2. We're out. Just Braden and I. Darren sleeping in. Kelly sleeping in. Pierce didn't want to ride. At least not yet. So, just Braden and I this morning. Say again? I don't know.
It's truly alone.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense for her to be alone.
To her.
Yeah. We found an elk, a lone cow. Way out there in the wide open. Well, we're cutting the distance. We're about 400 or 500 yards from where we last saw her. I think she's just in a fold or a wrinkle we can't see. We're moving in. Keep easing closer. We'll see. Okay, you lead. Alright, we found them again. 500 yards, and it's not one, there's a herd. So we're tying up the horses. Time to sneak. Here we go. Congrats, buddy. Good job, buddy. Dude, what'd you do? Dude, that thing is giant.
A massive cow.
Holy cow, man. Ginormous.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself?
She's big and she'll taste good.
She's big and she'll taste good, he says. All right, well, now the work begins. Good job. All right. Trigger, you ready to go? Get those hobbles off and go? Huh? Don't want to talk about it. All right, we got the Mighty Hunter. Mighty Hunter with Houdini, all the meat on Houdini. 3-4 miles, I don't know. It's time to head back to camp. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
His 5th elk, 15-year-old with 5 elk. Good job. All right, let's do it.
Basically the same thing last year.
Yeah.
We didn't see the elk. We seen them, and then we couldn't find them. They disappeared.
Well, guys, I got a confession to make. I screwed up royally, as I'm sure you probably deduced. I double tapped that record button on the shot. Sitting there watching Braden clean his elk, I was laying in the shade of the horse because, man, it's got hot all of a sudden. Looking at the video on the camera, and I didn't get the shot on film. So, I'm going to have to just take my word for it. Braden shot once, hit the cow, mortal hit, but she would not go down. So he had to go for a loop, sneak in on her, shoot her again, but we got her done. Now all that's left is a long ride back. Well, I'm riding. How's the walk down there?
So far, so good.
So
Been
far.
about 200 yards. Dad's already complaining about his monitoring.
Right. Good day, good day. All right. So we made it back to camp about 12:30 today. Got the meat all unloaded, everything back to camp. Now we're going for a ride, and what are we doing?
I'm gonna call some coyotes along the way.
Call some coyotes on our way to go pick up Pierce and Theron. Hopefully they'll get an elk down tonight. But we're gonna try calling some coyotes. No coyotes. All right, back to the horses. All right, so ends day 2. Braden and I were riding in to pick up Pierce and Theron. They were sitting on a water tank. We just got word we were riding to the wrong tank. I guess a miscommunication. We forgot to communicate which water tank they went to. So I had it in my head they went one way and Pierce and Theron went the other. So Braden and I are 2.5 miles up the trail in the wrong direction. So it looks like Theron and Pierce are going to have a bit of a walk, more of a walk than they were hoping for, coming back. So Braden and I, we just got word that those two did get into elk. They had a big herd, 100, 150 or so, but they got winded at about 150 yards, so too far for a muzzleloader shot. So now Braden and I are backtracking. Go hit the fork in the trail a couple miles back and then turn. We might cut off a little bit of their walk, but it ain't going to be as much as we were hoping for. It's going to be another long ride in the dark tonight. We're late, but we're here. Turn your... It's all right. It's all right. Sorry, boys. Theron, are you packing that man's gun?
Yes.
You're quite the guide. What time do the elk show up?
I got pictures. I'll know for sure when I get a picture. Trying to whip me in the face with his tail, though.
All right, little big man. You ready to go find an elk? Is Pierce gonna get one this morning?
Tonight.
No. You ready yet?
Yeah.
Been waiting on you all morning.
Uh-huh.
Morning. Day 3. Third and final day. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, we found some elk. Looks like a big group, probably a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles out there. Now to figure out how to get up on them. At least we're in the game. All right, we're moving in. We got a hill between us and them. We are closing the distance. Can we do it to inside 100 yards though? That's to be seen. We're sure gonna try. What do you think, Darren? You gonna get in them? Yeah. All right. Want to smile for all these people watching you? Thumbs up if you're having fun. I don't know if that was a thumbs up or not. All right, we're about a mile out, maybe 3/4, but we're getting closer. All right, keep moving. All right, we're sneaking in. With any luck, these elk are gonna be within 200 yards of the point that we're about to sneak over. Let's see. Getting close. Getting close. The walk of shame. Well, guys, no elk. We got tight inside, probably 200 yards easy, and what we thought was just a handful turned into a whole big mess of elk. Anyway, something saw us or smelled us before we were ready. They busted. You have fun?
Yep. On to the next one.
We're this close. All right, back to the horses. Go find some more.
No, Legos. No.
Yeah, that's even better.
Legos
Yes.
is dad.
Oh, he's only.
Yeah, he's retarded.
He's actually.
All right. Tell us what went down this morning.
So we were riding to go to this tank back there, and we glassed up some elk. So Jason and Pierce, my dad and Pierce, walked over where they are, and me and Braden stayed back, tried trying to figure out where they went. And then the elk, I think they might have winded them or seen them, and they jumped up and started running. And then one elk stopped, and what it looked like, I'm like, dude, there's one 20 yards from you on the other side of a tree, if not 40. But those are the same elk that we seen on the tank over there, and those elk are gonna go back to that tank tonight. So
Pretty confident?
yep.
He says the elk are gonna go back to the tank tonight. So should we put Pierce there with his smoke pole?
Mhm.
So Pierce still has a good shot to get one this evening?
Yeah.
All right, that's the plan. Let's make it happen.
We need a new blind area though.
Yeah.
Because we got winded.
Bunch of antelope. I see a bunch of antelope in front of us. They're headed to the same water hole we are. Look at me. Look at me. All right, buddy. Good luck. Good luck.
Matter of waiting now.
All right, mid-afternoon. We got Pierce set up in a blind over a water tank. Now we're headed in to another water tank. It sounds like Kelly walked in. He's sitting at this tank. We got to go past it, go beyond it another 3 miles to pick up a blind. And then ride back out and pick everyone up tonight. We will see who has an elk down. We'll see who has an opportunity at an elk this evening. Hopefully one of them. Two more tags to fill. I will as soon as you're done.
Camera away.
Regular John Wayne. All right, guys. Evening of day 3. I owe you all a status update. No elk. So just got word from our 2 remaining hunters They are throwing in the towel. It's about dark. Don't let the sky fool you. It's about dark. So they just radioed in. No elk showed themselves at their ambush location. So the boys and I, we've got our blinds packed up from where we had them distributed. Our cameras picked up. We're headed in to go pick these guys up and get back to camp and back home tonight. Short, quick hunt. I only had 3 days to get her done for myself, and these two guys hunting with us, Pierce and Kelly, sounds like they're done as well. So we had fun. We gave it a good go. 3 days, 1 elk. Now we're packing out of there. Got Oro back there. He's a trooper. He's doing great. Braden and Theron are up in front of me. We're enjoying a beautiful sunset as the temperatures drop, and they drop fast. Thanks for joining us on another Grover family adventure. I think that's it for 2025. Until next time.